Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working with the Spellbinders November 2018 card kit, and this kit is called Dear Santa. I have another video where I show you all of the other parts of the kit, and in this video I'm just going to be showcasing the dies. I did the kit and the dies separately just because I thought the dies in themselves will take up a little bit more time to kind of show you, and I wanted to make both videos at a manageable time that you could watch. So right now I'm just kind of laying out all of the dies that are in the kit just so you can get an idea of what comes with it. Now the dies make this really cute little reindeer that you can embellish with a little hat or maybe some flowers. There's a little sentiment, there's a few different types of eyes that you can kind of change it up, little bow tie or a bow that you can put on the hat, and a few different noses. So I just thought that these dies were so cute, and I even think that if you wanted to use it for a season that is maybe different than Christmas, you could use the hat as maybe a birthday hat, so you could get some different uses out of it. Here's a card that I've already made with the dies. I added a few little flowers around this reindeer's horns, and I'm going to make another card very similar to this one, only I'm going to kind of change up the dies and show you how you can get a few different looks with these dies. So I'm just picking up my dies there with my magnet and I'm setting it off to the side. I brought out my Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine and I'm going to be cutting all of these dies out. Now I didn't cut all of them on camera, but I cut a few of them so you can get an idea of what they look like when they're cut out. So I'm just using the cardstock that came with the kit. I'm cutting the top of the head out with the antlers both in brown, and you can see I've used this strip of paper from my previous card as well, so you can actually cut out many of these dies to make many cards from these dies if you wish, because there's a lot of paper. There's one sheet of each paper and you get a lot from that. So here's the little head and the ears. You can see the ears are a little bit embossed there too, and I thought that was really fantastic that it cuts and sort of embosses those indents in the ears. And then I'm using my tool-in-one to kind of get these little reindeer antlers out, and I think they're just darling. So now I'm going to cut the hat for this reindeer, and I'm cutting it out of some of that pattern paper that comes in the kit. This paper is green with some foiled gold onto it, and I just thought it was really fun. I wanted to give this little reindeer a fun little hat, so I'm cutting that out of this paper. And then I'm going to move on to assembling the card. So I cut out all my other little pieces. And I want to show you now how I made my sentiment. There is some gold shimmery paper, but if you wanted to use this gold washi tape to make your sentiment, I'm showing you what I did here. I just layered on some of this washi tape onto my white cardstock that is included in this kit. And I'm just kind of making sure all of my washi tape is flush against each other so there's no gaps in between. Just kind of layering that on the front of my cardstock, and then I'm going to cut it out with my dies. And that way you can get a glittery sentiment for your card. And you can even do this with some of the other dies. So if you wanted to have glittery antlers or a glittery hat, you can use this washi tape this way as well. Once it's stuck down onto the cardstock and you cut it out, it's going to stay in place, and it's just going to give you a really nice, nice die cut. So I'm putting my sentiments on here, just kind of trying to arrange them. I tried stacking them on top of each other, but they moved a little bit, so I just went ahead and I readjusted them to get them in the right place so that I could cut them out and that they would get a good cut. So I just ran this cardstock through my Platinum 6 just once, but if you wanted to be sure to really cut it out really nice, you could run it through again. But since I only ran it through once, I didn't have any problems getting these sentiment dies out of the cardstock. You just want to be careful because they are very thin letters, so just gently kind of pry them away from the cardstock, and you can see it came out really well. There's a few of those inside parts of the letters that didn't come out, so I just poked them out with my little tool-in-one. And you can see now you have a little glittery sentiment that you can put on your card. So here's my card. I have gone ahead and layered on my pieces just so you can get an idea of what it looks like when you put your dies together. Just Before I started gluing it down, I wanted to make sure that my card was the right way, so it would open up the right way. So always make sure you check that, because I've made that mistake a few times in the past. And I'm just using a little bit of liquid adhesive to kind of stick these dies together. Now the kit does come with a double-sided tape and some foam adhesive, so you could use that as well. I just thought the liquid adhesive gave me a little bit of wiggle room so that I can kind of get these dies in the right place. So I have the ears there, and I have adhered them down to the little nose piece on the front, and now I'm putting some adhesive on the back of these dies so that I can put it down to my card front. I didn't use any foam adhesive on this card. I thought I didn't want a whole lot of dimension. I just wanted the dies to stand out, so I just used some liquid adhesive. I'm going to use one of these reindeer antlers to kind of measure where I want the ears to go. I want space on top for the hat and the antlers, but I also want space underneath for the sentiment. So I really just wanted to get my dies in the right place. So now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere down all my little die pieces. I did speed up this portion of the video just so that we could move along. It takes a little bit of time to kind of wiggle all those dies into place, but I'm just adhering them down the same way I did with these ears. It's just adding a little dab of glue behind each die cut piece and then just kind of adhering it down to my page. Sometimes you might want to hold your die cuts there for just a second or two so that that glue can kind of soak into the paper and adhere it down so it doesn't move. But it really doesn't take all that much time to get all these dies cut out and glued down. So I have this little party hat that I'm just gluing on, and I'm gluing on these little accent pieces. I cut these out of some of that shimmery cardstock that is included in the kit. And I do show these cardstocks that are included in my other video for this kit, where I just open the box and I pull out all the pieces and I show you everything that's included. So make sure to check that out as well if you want to see all of that. I'm just layering all my little dies here, just making sure they're in the right place, and making sure they're straight so that my card can look nice. I put a little bit of glue behind this nose here because I missed that spot and I just wanted to make sure it stayed down. And then I'm just gluing on this little nose. There's about 2 noses, I believe, included in this set. I chose this one, but there's another one that is just round, and I think it's really kind of fun that they give you different options. I just chose these closed little eyes for his eyes here, but you can see on my other card I chose little eyelashes, so you can kind of make it look like a guy reindeer or a girl reindeer depending on what look you're going for. So now all my little dies for this guy are pretty much adhered down, and so you can see it makes this really cute reindeer face that I think looks fantastic on these cards. You could also put it on tags for gifts, or on a tag for Christmas cookies or anything. I think that's just really fantastic and really cute. Now I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I want my sentiment to go beneath this reindeer, and I'm just going to go ahead and put some of these put a few dots of this liquid glue behind my sentiments as well. You can see I took my little tool-in-one there and just kind of made sure I had all of those little inner pieces popped out of my sentiments before I adhered it down. So once I have my adhesive on there, I just kind of center it, make sure it's in the place that I want, and then push it down gently so that it can adhere down to my card front. Now these cards also are included in the kit. You get 10 cards, and they also come with envelopes, so you can make 10 cards with this kit, and I'm sure you can make even more projects. There's a few journaling cards if you want to do a planner layout or anything. You could also do tags or anything else you want to do. I just think there's a lot of different possibilities in this kit, and I really had fun playing with it. So now I have all of my pieces glued down, so I'm going to play this in real time again. And I'm just going to add a few little embellishments here and there. So these stickers also come with the kit. There's some sticker sentiments that say warm wishes, and there's a bunch of little stars that are included. I thought those stars looked really nice if I just kind of sprinkled them around the reindeer here and just made it look like some fun, glimmery card embellishments. So I added a few of those stars there, and then just to finish it off, I'm giving you a little bit of look here of how shimmery that hat is. And to finish off this card, I'm going to grab some of my baker's twine that is also included in the kit and just tie a little bow and glue that onto the hat. I think that's just so cute to put a little bow on top just to finish off this card. So like I mentioned earlier, I do have another video on the whole card kit, so you are more than welcome to go check that out. Otherwise, I will have more photos and more descriptions and links on my blog. If you'd like to stop over there, I'll have the links down below. And I'll also try to link to the card subscription from Spellbinders on the Spellbinders site if you would like to go check that out as well. So I've got my little baker's twine tied into a bow. I'm just adding a little dot of glue that I can just stick that bow onto there and let it dry. And that finishes this cute little reindeer card, and I just love these. I think they're so adorable. And I'm going to give you another look of both cards side by side. So you can see how switching up the dies and the different looks you can get. You can get a little girl reindeer or a little guy reindeer, and I really like those flowers. You can use those on everything as well. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this card kit and a look at these dies. And like I said, make sure you stop by my blog or give me a thumbs up, like, or subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.